was kinda curly. Went to a house and
oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
25-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. It's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. That's caught. Here's Brees Hall. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. He gets loose down the right side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. First
Off the play action, here's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left, throw it away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7. It's calling for a timeout. It's their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
8-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Now Kyler. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Bayless Jones now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. DJ Reed brings him down that time. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. First down from the 42. Back to throw. Shot. It'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shot working from the gun. He fires one deep down left. He's got it inside the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Shot with a quick toss out wide. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3, and this brings up second and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Playbook wide open for you.
Quickly out to the right, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
That one's out and cut on the right side. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints tie it up late in the first. One after added on by Elliott. And the Saints literally won up that opening touchdown drive as they take a 7-6 lead here. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Samuel now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Now Murray. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to hit his fullback there. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Murray. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third down, give to Hall. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at first down here. Murray looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
For the two-point conversion.
Murray's going to throw for it. And the pass is caught. 2 more on the score. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s. That slant. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Pistol snap here to Shuck. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. With a dive up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huey, that have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Catch is made in close. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength.
The Saints can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Cut by Deebo Samuel. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Going on 1st down. Here's Murray. Headed out right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. No gain on 1st down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the 2, but the defense and that effort swarming after him denies the 1st down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A give left side for Hall. All right, they bought him a little room. That one good for 6 on 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion will.
3rd and 2. Murray. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. Pass return to Boots, down inside the 30.
Murray's pass.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he only gets this one down to the 9. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he drives this forward to the 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Go! Bronco 80. Take it. Ready,
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 14.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pick up at 17. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Connects with his back, Hall. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
It's 3rd down.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. He's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The kick by Folk is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. On the return, here's Jones. This makes it up to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Here's the handoff. There he goes, right sideline. 30. Running in the red zone. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints drive their lead to 11.
Saints 28, Falcons 17.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Samuel now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8. Offensive line fast.
47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's Kyler to throw. He rolls to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw here, third down. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
It's fourth down.
They'll run for it with Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an RUN. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. A great push to drive it forward and get the first.
New set of downs from the 37. Murray here on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Green.
Kyler looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Hey, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go.
We've got third down. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. They want to go to the best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Rolling back, gets the handoff. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackle made by Von Miller.
Hey, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chuck on 3rd down. It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Chuck's going to throw here. Finds his man over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. To get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Chuck with a quick toss out wide. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Added on by Elliott. And the Saints push their lead to 18.
Saints 35, Falcons 17.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt to that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Buying some time right. And all that pursuit pays off. They track him down and drop him well behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. 3rd and long for him here. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. And the Saints have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. It's the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Saints up by multiple scores, and they've got the football. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. There's a give, left side. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Y'all gotta follow my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
3rd and goal, defense electing to play this from the nickel. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints put up even more points in a win. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, too. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Samuel now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. Go and get your job done.
Falcons 24.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Get your money down. Get your money down.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Rocco 80.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On first down, they'll run. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more. They know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Chuck. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down, here's Chuck. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Kyler. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Run on first down. Here's Murray. Forced out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
If this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
As he reports the first interception of his young career.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints grow their lead yet again.
Falcons 24.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Samuel now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision gets him across midfield. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get him, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So it'll be 2nd down. He This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds on the ice.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
The Falcons, first down. First and goal, Atlanta.
Murray from the pistol. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Murray getting everyone set. They're going for two here.
The Falcons
All right, they're going to throw for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for two. That trims the lead just a little bit. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
They'll run here on first down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints looking like they'll start this season with a win. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. Second down run, good for 4. That brings up third down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Handoff now out of the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And with that sack in mind, Brock, we all saw what was coming. So managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. The Falcons take a timeout. It's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this isn't going to get it. So they stop him a few yards short. That's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense is having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
1st and 10, Murray trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel, and it sets up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Next with his back, Hall. And he stopped just before the line to gain. This is at the 27.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and 1. Here's Murray. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We saw undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. Hits it again to Smith and Jigba. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So it's a win for the Saints. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.